Harry Houdini, Penn and Teller, David Copperfield. What do all these people have in common? You might not have thought about it, but magicians all seem to be men. And the numbers back it up. Only around 5% of magicians are women. And it's even more pronounced among the industry's biggest names. So, where are all the female magicians? We found one. Maybe she can tell us more.
People always ask me, why aren't there more women in magic? Well, there's always been women in magic, always. For over 100 years, women were topping the bills all over the country. But much like many things, of course, women were written out of history, which is why you might know who Houdini is, but you perhaps don't know who Talma is, or Ionia, or some of these really extraordinary women who were performing amazing shows all those years ago.
Laura London is a world-leading magician and sleight of hand artist who's performed for the likes of King Charles and Derren Brown. She was also the first female chair of the Magic Circle, one of the oldest and most prestigious magic societies in the world. Founded in 1905, it was only in 1991 when the Magic Circle began accepting women. Though little did they know, a female magician had already infiltrated their ranks. Our story begins with Sophie Lloyd, an actress who in 1990 joined forces with a magician called Jenny Winstanley to embark on an elaborate mission to make an important point.
And they spent about 18 months or so coming up with this deception, where during that time she would not only learn a magic act, but she would learn to look like a man, act like a man, with the sole intention to prove that women were just as good as the men.
With the disguise mastered, Sophie became Raymond. She, now he, was accepted to the Magic Circle, proving good enough to join the secret society. A year later, in 1991, the Magic Circle finally decided to start accepting female members. Emboldened by the progress, Raymond revealed his true identity, only to find that the traditional institution was not impressed, and the Magic Circle expelled Sophie Lloyd. And just like that, she disappeared. Her story became the stuff of legend and widespread media speculation. The mystery remains unsolved, though the Magic Circle are trying to track her down.
We all need to say thank you to this woman, this extraordinary woman, for proving her point so incredibly well.
Around the same time, Laura was a little girl, and she was struggling at school.
I was 6, I was diagnosed with ADHD. My mum had no idea what to do with me. I was sent to a special clinic where the doctor told my mum, you're never going to do well in school. You're certainly not going to hold down a proper job. And so they encouraged her to find something creative for me.
After seeing a magician at a birthday party at the age of 6, Laura found that creative release.
All of the kids were just having the best time ever, and I thought, what a wonderful thing to do, to be able to put smiles on all these faces. Yeah, that was me. So when my mum picked me up, I was like, that's it. That's what I have to do. I have to do this.
Women in magic have historically been confined to certain roles. The assistant is a classic example. But there's also a long history of women being associated with sorcery and witches. But young Laura, growing up as the daughter of a nightclub owner, was unaware of such stereotypes.
I had no idea that there was an issue with women in magic at all until much later, because in my mum's nightclub she'd booked Faye Presto, another woman. So unlike many parents who might have thought it was a silly thing, she was very encouraging.
Her mother's unusual career and encouragement of Laura suspended the illusion that this was an uneven playing field. Every time her birthday or Christmas rolled around, she would receive a little bit of money and would go straight to the magic shop. One of Laura's favourites was International Magic. Once one of the many small magic shops in London, it is now the only independent magic shop left in the city. This is a family business, with the magic community at its core. Owned by Martin Macmillan, over the 50 years that he's been running the shop, a lot has changed. But faces such as Laura's have remained the same.
It's a small world, magic, so our customers, they do tend to become our friends. The regular customers are our friends. Laura's very interested in the history of magic, and other than that, she's a very good magician, very talented magician. The role magic shops played go back in time, that was how people got their magic. But there's nothing to equal, in my mind, going in and picking something out and actually seeing it live.
I'm still of that generation that remembers going to a little magic shop hidden. And there is something about being able to go into a place, asking the person behind the counter, like Martin at International, and say, oh, what's new? What have you got? And they take it out and they show it to you.
International magic is the last of its kind. But Laura believes that the industry has to do everything in its power to keep physical magic shops alive.
I think that's something that the younger generation are really going to lose if we lose any more magic shops.
The next chapter in Laura's journey takes us to the magic circle.
I was the youngest female to ever join because I did my exam on my 18th birthday. I was that dedicated to magic.
Founded in 1905, the Magic Circle is an exclusive, world-renowned society of magicians based in London. Membership is selective, and the group boasts some of the biggest names in magic. They're dedicated to advancing their art, keeping its secrets safe from public disclosure. For a long time, it was a boys' club, but from her first gala dinner, Laura felt at home.
I remember the night so well. Nobody knew what to make of me. I mean, you have to also understand I was very new to the Magic Circle. Some of the guys, especially the older guys, were a bit dubious of me. Was I going to stick around? I don't think they realised how seriously I took magic at all.
And this brings our story to the present. As a result of people like Sophie and Laura, the tide is slowly beginning to turn, particularly among younger magicians. This is no more evident than at the Magic Circle's Youth Initiative programme. As of 2024, the proportion of female magicians is at 15%, the highest it's ever been, and up from just 5% in 2016.
One of the really wonderful up-and-coming stars of the Magic Circle's Youth Initiative is Arabella. She's just this lovely young magician who creates characters, but it's so unique and so different. I've never seen anything like it. It's such a special thing to see this rise in young girls doing magic and doing it so well and finding their own personalities with it and finding their own style with it. I think the best magicians in the world, they have the ability to understand magic but also believe in it. Sometimes I watch an illusion and I am so blown away because I have no idea how it's done, and that feeling is so important. If you want to make people feel a certain way, you have to understand that feeling.